Hey everybody, it's Burrick Saga time again, although not for very long because this map is actually really short and it's all going to be over in a flash, so I'm going to have to talk pretty fast. First and foremost, we get a couple of cutscenes. Firstly is the one where we get our reward for rescuing the food in the previous map, and then we also get to turn in the bounty. And with that done, it's time to move on to our preparations for this upcoming map. So there's only a couple of things that we need to do, and one of them is to buy Clifford a new shield to replace his paladin shield. Because Clifford obviously has shield fare, so having a shield is a fairly big part of his durability. We're also doing some interesting trades. Christine, surprisingly, is getting the killer arrows that I just bought for Sylvis, as well as an iron bow. Now, the iron bow is hot garbage, so it might be surprising as to why she's getting that, but the 2 range that it has compared to her crossbows is critically important for what I need her to do in this upcoming map. Said map is a defeat boss map, and the boss is exactly 2 cavalry moves away from the closest points to him that we can deploy units on. The trouble with that is that we have to run through a pretty tight choke point down in the town, and that means that I can only get a single unit to 1 range of the boss in 2 turns, which is the turn count that we're going for. So Christine is here as a backup because she is one of my mounted units that has 2 range with her bow. This side quest is actually Albert's, but I didn't bother buying him a horse. But despite all of that, he still makes the first move, heading down into the forest due south from our position, which spawns in a group of reinforcements. Most of the reinforcements appear to be zone-based in this map, and I'm going to use them to kind of optimize the turns I spend here to try and get as much grinding out of it as possible. So Ruby is moving down, she's dismounting to avoid damage to her horse, and she is going to try and get hit by as many of these reinforcements as possible before we defeat the boss. This is, of course, to build up her shield rank, and there's also a melee enemy who, if he misses, she can potentially get some sword rank out of as well. Now, one of these archers moved high enough that he's within reach of Percival and Sylvis, so I had Percival attack using the mercy skill in order to weaken him, but unfortunately Percival manages to miss twice, and so Sylvis misses out on the kill that I was hoping she would get. And that means that instead of her moving, I have Clifford rush down to the boss. In order to defeat this guy, we need at least 1 critical hit, which Clifford gets with his 18% chance. If he failed to get a crit, Christine could then move in with her 41 listed hit and 33 listed crit to attempt to still get the kill. And of course Christine is also there even if Clifford does get a crit, because he can fail to roll high enough to 1-hit KO. And in this case he actually got the cripple, which makes Christine's job much easier. She doesn't have to deal with 41 listed hit at all, and she kills him quite easily to complete this map in 2 turns. Now, I didn't realize this until after completing this map, but I could have used Arthur to get another backup. He would be able to use Hurry to get 1 space ahead of Clifford on turn 1, and that would mean that he would also be able to move within 1 range of the boss on turn 2. But I didn't need to do that in the end, so that's all, and I'll see you next time.